Well, guys, I'm going to be doing the biggest buddy read on the channel since the inception of my channel. I'm super excited to announce it. Let's stick around and get into it.
Thank you to my patrons for supporting the channel and making it the best it can be.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dan here with Treebeard Book Reviews. And today we're just going to be talking about, what I'm going to be reading in August. So this is kind of going to be a bit of a, not a DNF redemption, but it's going to be a redemption month for me. So anyways, guys, if you like the channel and you like the content I'm putting out, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. There is a Discord channel. If you're interested in, chatting with me, chatting with other booktubers, and other fantastic people who are part of this channel, please click the link down below. I do have a Patreon too, so if you're interested in becoming a patron, there is some fun stuff down there. But let's get into what I'm going to be reading in the month of August. All right, guys, so this will probably be the last video you're going to see before I move. I cannot wait to move. I'm so excited to get into my new house and just get my bookshelf set up. So if you're watching this video too, guys, the next video I'm going to be doing is a live stream with you where we're going to be putting my bookshelves up. So stay tuned for that. Check out, and if you guys want to hit that bell notification, you'll be notified for when that live stream is going to happen. So let's get to the first. I'm going to be talking about the big buddy reads. Let's do that. So anyone who's anybody can join this buddy read, and it's my first big Discworld buddy read, and we're going to be reading Pyramids by Terry Pratchett. This is the 7th book in the Discworld. And so I'm going to be actually reading this with 6 other booktubers, which is super exciting. So to name them all is going to be Bookish Chaz over at Bookish Chaz, Bryce from Shelf Centered, Alex from Tall Guy Reads, Theo from The Rekindled Reader, we have Kay from Kay's Hidden Bookshelf, and lastly, I believe he said he was going to join, is Nico from Nico's Book Reviews. So I'm super excited to read this, guys. I hope you guys can get in on this. I'm going to be creating a channel in the Discord, and we're all going to be chatting there, talking about it. I cannot wait. Like, Discworld is like my favorite, and Discworld is kind of what saved me last month. I just had so much going on with the move that I just really couldn't get through my TBR. I had a pretty ambitious TBR for July. I probably knew it was too big, and I was trying to shoot for the moon after finishing my master's. And, just the move kind of took over, and I just had so many things on my plate that I just couldn't get to it. So let's talk about the book I'm currently reading right now. I'm a good ways, a few hundred pages through it, and that is Assassin's Quest. Really enjoying it so far. So I'm going to be finishing this in August. This is actually a book that was on my July TBR. So I'm going to be putting that one away. Then I'm going to be reading The Dead House Gates, Book 2 Malazan. I keep putting this off. I just didn't have an opportunity to read it last month, guys. Just with the move and packing stuff, it just wasn't feasible. And it just disappointed myself that I couldn't get to it. And I just didn't have the time I wanted to dedicate to reading. So those 3 are first. And then the redemption books, the books I talked about where I just didn't get to them on my TBR this year, and I put them off, and I don't want to leave them by the wayside. So the first one is The Drawing of Three by Stephen King, Book 2 in the Dark Tower. I'm going to give this one another crack. I just think I needed to be in the right mindset to do it, so I think I'm going to read it after a Discworld book, not before. So read this after I think Pyramids is over, and try and smash this one out. I did like the first 50 pages, so I just want to give it another go. And if I can't get through it, or I just don't think it's for me, that might be my, that's where I'm probably going to stop with The Dark Tower and put it down and move on to something else. Just, I just don't want to waste time on books that I know I'm not going to enjoy. And sadly, I'll probably unhaul that series. So, but that's life, right? Not every book's going to be a hit. Not every series is going to be a hit. Not everything's going to be my favorite. So I'm just going to spend time. So you guys just probably saw the next book. And that was Old Man's War by John Scalzi. It's a really short book, 300 pages. I believe I tried to read this, or I had it on my TBR for, I think, April. I just didn't get to it. I just didn't have time. The way it was, I think I was working on some stuff for my master's, and just the way the chips fell, just wasn't feasible for me to read. So I'm probably gonna get to that. So bear with me. I'm gonna try and get to these, and I'm gonna hammer these through. I promise. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe that's strong. I'm gonna try. So let's talk about the audiobook read. So audiobook, I usually have 2 audiobooks for the month. I'll sometimes sneak in a third if I'm doing pretty well. So the two I have planned, the first one is Grave Peril by Jim Butcher, third book in the Dresden Files. Really enjoying Dresden so far. I think with this one, I think with Dresden though, and the audiobooks, they are fantastic. I do really like James Marsters' performance. But I'm starting to think that it's gonna be a series I want to read, physically read, just to, see and read the names of the characters, the recurring cast that kind of keeps showing up, just to kind of lodge them in my mind a bit more firmly. Because, fine with audiobooks, if I don't like do a reread of them or, read them more, listen to them more than once, they kind of just get pushed to the back of my mind, and like my physical reads typically like take precedence in my mind. So yeah, Great Peril is probably might be the last Dresden book I do on audiobook, just because I want to read them. I kind of want to read them just to have them sink in a little deeper in there, because this noggin's just full of so much stuff. And then the last audiobook, I will get to it, there's no doubt I'll get to it, is A Time of Dread by John Gwynne. This is the first book in the Of Blood and Bone series. It's a sequel series to The Faithful and the Fallen. So I do have the physical book for that. I might do some immersive reading where I listen to it and read at the same time. I really like the author, or the narrator, sorry, for The Faithful and the Fallen. I think his name is Damian Lynch. And he also just did recently listen to his audio for, Brian McClellan's book, In the Shadow of Lighting. He was good, just the story wasn't. So yeah, really looking forward to listening to that, jumping back into the world of John Gwynne. John Gwynne's just one of those authors that I just love to read. He's just so good. There is one more book I did want to mention that if you guys watch my author interview with David Dalglish, we talked about it, is his second book in the Vagrant God series, The Sapphire Altar. If I get that book, I'm gonna read it. So I'm not gonna stop what I'm reading, but when I finish the book I'm reading, I'm going to read that, because I really like The Blade of Faith, and David said that The Sapphire Altar is probably the best book he's ever written. He says that, and his editors say that. So high hopes there. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. But Pyramids is really the big read, guys. And all the booktubers I mentioned, if you haven't checked out the channel, I'm going to link their channels below, and I'm going to add them. Check out the channels. They got some fantastic content on there. Bryce is your Malazan guy. Alex is just super tall. Like, he's so tall, like, he could clean RVs. I'm just kidding. Alex, I love you. No, he recently been reading Farseer, and I watched a lot of his Farseer videos, and they're really good. So, and again, just Theo's another great guy. He's Canadian too, so same for Kay. And like I said, they're all fantastic people. Check out their channels; they are great. And I'm just super honored and happy that they would join me in this buddy read. I'm like, who do I reach out to? Because Pyramids is probably not a great place to start in the Discworld, but it's, the thing with Discworld, it's like going to the gym, right? You just got to start and just get your butt to the gym. And the thing with Discworld, you just got to get into it. And I think this is, might be a good starting place. So I'm super pumped to read it. Let me know, guys, down below, what are you reading in August? I really would love to hear, because August is the worst month of the year, personally. The weather sucks where I live. So I never look forward to August. I also work in education, and it's a really busy time too. So the weather sucks, and I'm just super busy at work, at least. And so yeah, let me know what you guys are reading. I cannot wait to see that. And if you want to join the buddy read, please click the Discord link below. Anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.